On today's podcast, we talk about how to lose weight without even trying. Hi, I'm Brooke Lyons. A few years ago, I lost 50 pounds and finally got my life back. I've uncovered the tools that allowed me to keep the weight off and help hundreds of my clients also lead a healthy and vibrant life. Losing weight is only the beginning, and being happy and healthy is so much more than just a number on the scale. So join me as we discover how to thrive beyond weight loss. Welcome back to Thrive Beyond Weight Loss. My name is Dr. Brooke Lyons.
And I'm Brie.
And we are going to have a short conversation about how to lose weight without even trying. And I know it sounds very elusive, and it's actually not quite true. But there's so many simple things that we can alter in our life. Like if somebody stops losing weight on my program, I know they're not following it anymore. And that's like my simple tool. But it's not that they're not following the food program, it's that they're not realizing that there's more to it than that. So if you're not succeeding and you're trying all these different things, working out more, eating less, restrictive this, restrictive that, leaving out full food groups, all the things, you're not lazy. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just that your physiology is responding to the stress that you're giving it. And so sleep, that's a good start.
Yes. And who doesn't love sleep?
I
and if
know.
it can help you get to your goal.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. They say women should have 9 to 10 hours of sleep a night.
I love that.
Yeah. But I also want you to know there's some physiology involved in that. So if you're a coffee drinker or like something with caffeine, even if it's non-caffeinated or like decaffeinated rather, even if it's decaffeinated, it still has caffeine. And there's some terrific research now that shows us that caffeine has a quarter life of 10 to 12 hours. So if you're having your coffee at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you still have a quarter of that effect at midnight, at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, you're not getting good.
And also, presence of sugar will actually also change your physiology. So if you're like munching before bed, guess what? Like when your body doesn't even care if you're awake, right? It just wants you to be asleep again because that's when it rests and repairs. But if we have not set the stage for that to happen, it doesn't. And rest and repair, like sometimes people are like, I'm always waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm always waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's always like a time. And I'm like, what time to go to bed? Because physiologically, our body is cleaning itself out. And there's a system and a way it does that. Did you know that? Like, isn't that cool? It detoxes on its own if it's given the way to do it. Caffeine in there ain't going to happen. But also, if you're stressed out when you go to bed, journal a little bit. Give your brain some relief of like,
Meditate or not TV and phone.
Yes.
That can elevate.
Yeah,
But if
those
you're getting
blue
the
lights.
sleep that you need, you won't need that caffeine at 1
It's
to
so
3 o'clock
true.
in the afternoon.
Eat enough, right? That's what we teach on our program is making sure you're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you have a busier lifestyle, there's a lot of people who I would say your snack is not negotiable either.
And water.
And water. Oh my gosh. So, myself, like I'll even text you from my office, like, please bring my water because sometimes I'm running around the office and I forget about it. But I can't even glug my water. I will start gaining my weight back and feeling like crap again. And I'm getting my water, but I have to sip it throughout the day. So in my room, I play the drinking game. And it's like not alcohol, and I should let them smell it so they know I'm not during practice hours, but it's water and I'm sipping it. So my rule is that if I say water, because I say water all the time, I'm taking a sip and so should you. So we play that water game. But yeah, so the sleep is super important. But if you're not getting good sleep, if your body is not getting prepared for sleep, then those natural killer cells that are supposed to kill things that aren't supposed to be there, like cancer cells, we all have them.
Yeah.
But is your body too sick? And a skinny person could be super sick. And a person who's big could be super healthy. Like I wish we could know that, like put my hand on you and go like, oh no, this is what's going on.
Right.
Some people have that gift apparently, but it's not me. And so if we are not preparing our body for good sleep, then it does not clean out those awful cells that are they're confused. They're not even awful cells, they're just confused. And so the bad cells, or the ones that we don't want anyway, keep on growing. And then we have another bad night's sleep, or we're not resting well because we're so stressed and we're full of cortisol. Like it's time to learn some techniques.
Right.
I even say to people, put your hand on your chest and your hand on your belly and go to sleep and be like, today I'm going to have some good sleep. Because and you have to talk to yourself in the third person, like, Brooke, we are going to have some good sleep tonight, because I'm talking to my subconscious mind. It is our most powerful servant. It will do, even on their checklist, if I see a sad face, I literally like make a big babooey on there, like I mess it up. Because if your subconscious mind is trying to do a good thing and then it sees this unhappy face in its periphery, guess what it will notice? Guess what it will go for more of?
All negative.
It will. We are trained, like our body's systems are monitoring where's the bear. Even now where there's no bears, most people have never even seen a real bear, right, in real life, maybe at a zoo, but where our body is still wired for that. So if you're going to bed stressed out and going through the whole list, like I always love it, my husband will be like, I'm going to bed now, and it's the hardest thing for him, because when we're finally together alone, I'm like, oh, and this, and blah, blah, blah. He's like, babe, I got to go to sleep. And I'm like, crap, because I finally got you alone, right? It's because that's my time. But anyways, he is like, good night.
A lot of men are more like that, I think.
Yeah. A lot aren't also, but mine happens to be. And I'm like, but wait, I'm not even like ready.
It's less than 30 seconds and they're
It's
out.
so fantastic. I mean, I'm just jealous. I'm speaking out of jealousy here. But my I call it my monkey mind, will keep on going like, oh, remember this and blah, blah, blah. I have actually changed my words too. You'll never see me say don't forget. If you do, it's weird. I really try not to say that. I try to say, let's remember blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Because then your brain, who is trying to it'll forget, because you just told it forget. It's like when you say to your kids, "Don't jump on the couch," and you're like, "Why are you still jumping on the couch?" Because all they heard was jump on the couch.
Yes,
it's our subconscious mind. It's just like trying to filter and make easy button. We talk about that all the time. Easy button. So before you go to bed, put your hands over your heart and your belly, and just be like, Brooke, I'm going to bed and I'm going to sleep all night long. Anything that needs to be done, I know I'm capable. I will do it. And if I screw up, we will laugh it off. I will teach my children that screw-ups happen, and we laugh and we go, ha, ha, ha. Even if we don't feel ha, ha, ha. Even if we're like, oh, crap. And then we're like, oh, no, wait. Remember, we're going to laugh at spilled milk. Teach your kids they can change. Never be embarrassed about the changes you're making in your own, system.
Right.
Because these things are important. Not just for us, but for the people around us.
Right.
Yeah.
Patience for yourself.
Oh, my gosh. Have more of that. If I could be like having an easy button on that one and just be like, install that into every person, that would be so awesome. So, well, I hope we've given you some quick tips about using your physiology to make sure that your body can make those releases. Really, your body's not broken. It just doesn't, it's kind of like it doesn't trust you right now. If you're not getting the water in, it doesn't trust that more water is coming in, so it will not release your water. On the Body Builder program, we don't start you right away. We build your physiology up a little bit. And a lot of people, I'll be like, did you have that day where you hated me? And most people will be like, I don't hate you. Like, it's so funny. But I'm like just trying to make I say some shocking things sometimes because I need them to feel their emotions more. But anyways, I'll say that, where you really hated me. And they're like, I didn't hate you. I'm like, but really, did you have that day where you peed all day long? And they're like, oh my gosh, yes, I did.
Couldn't do anything.
And then I'll be like, but the next day, what was that like? And they're like, oh, back to normal. Well, that was, and I'm like, oh, do you know what happened? Because lots of people will be like, oh, I just lost water weight during Water Kit. And I'm like, no, you didn't. I mean, that's because you built trust in your system. Like, it could be just water, and it probably is. But what you just gained is trust in your system. So when we start building up your metabolic fire, your body's like, okay, what are we doing now?
Right.
And then you start giving it the food that it needs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then your body's like, oh my gosh, she's got this thing. And then you keep on doing it. And your body's like, oh, this is awesome. And then you stop losing weight. And then you feel, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So know that this stuff, I geek out on it. I get all excited about it because these are the things that aren't being taught. But that's why I want you to follow us for more. Click on that button. Make sure that you are getting our notifications on YouTube, all the other places where you can hear and watch the podcast. Go ahead and do that. Share it with a friend because we are not alone unless we make it that way. And then go pop on our website, mybodybella.com, for more information. But one of my favorite things to say is, join us on Thrive Beyond Weight Loss on Facebook. It's a group where there are like-minded people who will be able to support you. Just don't be absent, because I see the stats. I see how many people watch the videos and see the things and never click, I saw that, right? You don't even have to love it or make a comment yet, but participate in your life and you'll see that all of your results change for the better. All right. Well, I'm Dr. Brooke Lyons.
And I'm Brie.
And thank you so much for joining us on Thrive Beyond Weight Loss.
The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on the Thrive Beyond Weight Loss podcast belong solely to the host and guest speakers and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any associated organizations or health professionals. The content provided is for informational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult a qualified healthcare provider with any questions regarding a medical condition or health objectives.